Hi everyone, I'm Paul and I will tell you everything you need to know about the artisanplus planning and inventory solution for coffee roasters. Today I show you how you can share your data, for example with different roast masters who contribute to your data, or give other people a read-only view on what you're doing. We open the settings by clicking on our name. Scroll down a little bit and we have two options of inviting someone for read-only access or full access. Why can that be helpful for your operations? For example, if you have more than one person roasting for you. In my data, I can see that this roast has been done by my colleague Griff, whereas this roast has no name, so it has been done by myself. I can of course then also use the roast filter and have only the roasts shown of a particular user, like all the 1513 done by me, or 117 done by Griff. This is also honored by the roast graphs shown here, so I can directly see that Griff only started beginning of this year. If we choose multiple people, there's also a summary graph showing the number and amounts of roasts done by each respective user from the current and the previous year. The other feature for which multiple accounts are important is the scheduler, the planning feature of artisanplus. There will be an additional video for that, but very briefly. If you plan an item, you can choose the target user. Let's plan one for Griff and another one with different beans and on a different machine for me. Now, the interesting thing is when I open the artisanscope roasting software and open the schedule view, then I automatically get the scheduled items, and they are already filtered for the logged in user, so I see only those that I have to do. But I can also view all others by deselecting the filter here. Maybe I need to jump in. Okay, so how are we going to manage these invitations? Let's start by giving someone full access. We simply add an email address and hit OK. The recipient will be sent an email. We can see this here. Hello, you've been invited. Please click on the link. If the invitation email gets lost, we can resend it or distribute the link ourselves in a different way. We see that we got the email a second time and simply click on the link. Now the only thing Griff needs to do is to choose a password and hit Add Account. Griff now can see all my data and can also make changes. For example, we can select and edit this latest roast and change the weight from 9 to 8 kilograms. If I go back to the browser window in which I am logged in, the weight has been changed. Griff can also change many of the options, most notably his nickname, but also many related to the display and export of data, with some exceptions such as the currency, which can only be set by the main account holder. Back in my main account, I have full control over who has access, and I can revoke it anytime. I'll show that in a minute. Before that, let us invite someone for read-only access. For example, someone in administration. The mechanism is the same. We enter an email address, in this case for Trish, and hit OK. Again, an email is sent with the invitation link. Trish accepts it, chooses her own password, and can see all the data of my account. The only, but important difference is that no changes are possible. It is a read-only view. There are no add buttons, she cannot change or edit anything, but has access to all the data, including all the graphs. Since you can have your own account on artisanplus and any number of others with read-only access, you can switch between those accounts here. Note that it is not possible to have two full accounts under one name or email address. So if Griff wants to have his own artisanplus subscription, he would need to register under a different email address. Okay, you can be sure to have everything under control anytime. I can revoke access for Trish with one click. She gets an email about the removal and an error message if she tries to access my data, while Griff and I continue to roast. But there is so much more we can do on the platform. Stay tuned and look forward to the next videos, where I'll talk about how to define blends, create reports, and a lot of the other great features of artisanplus.